What is up, guys? Today we are taking on Green Goblin Mutagen Formula on Expert Mode with Peter Parker's Spider-Man. So normally when I face a scenario, I usually just do the recommended module sets and I really haven't dabbled beyond that. But recently I was on Shadow the Cast, one of the best Marvel Champions podcasts with Villain Theory and Nelson All Over Cards. And Villain Theory recommended that I take out the recommended module set, which is Goblin Gimmicks and also one of the easiest module sets in the game. And he recommended that I put in the Goblin Gear module set and the Sinister Assault module set that came from the Sinister Motives expansion. And these guys are much tougher. So we're going to try out the scenario. It sounds super duper fun, super duper thematic with Peter Parker Spider-Man because Green Goblin has his advanced glider and all the Goblin tech here. And he also has the Sinister Six with him right here with Hobgoblin, Kraven, Scorpion, Electro, and Doc Ock. So we're going to see how this goes. Let's try the scenario. So we're going to shuffle up the encounter deck here. And then let's go ahead and get Green Goblin set up. So for setup here, it says to put a Goblin Thrall minion into play, engage with each player in a shuffle the encounter deck. Okay, so we're going to get a Goblin Thrall minion right here to start the game off with us. And then advance the main scheme stage to 1B. So we're going to flip this over. Okay, we got our shuffle on here. So 1B starts off with 2 threat, and it adds 1 per turn. If it hits 7, it's going to advance to stage 2A. And this has a 1 complete effect, so whenever that happens, we probably get some Goblin minions with that. I'll do that if it flips. And then for Green Goblin here, he has a 1 reviewed effect. He says to deal 2 face down encounter cards to each player, so we do get 2 face down encounter cards to start this game off. And then he has a force response. After Green Goblin attacks and damages you, you place 1 threat on the main scheme. So we don't take damage, and we don't have to do that, but we do. We got to remember to do that. All right, I think we're done with Green Goblin setup. Let's shuffle up our deck here. And we are playing our Leadership Weaving Threads deck for Peter Parker Spider-Man. All right, and then let's draw up to our hand size here of 6. Let's see what we get. All right, but we got some suit ups here, which is already really good. So we have the double here, 4 suit up. We have the power in all of us to grab Moon Girl. Let's keep the web shooters here. And let's keep the Triskelion, I think. And do we actually just want the suit up to save as a resource? I think we do. We're just going to save this here because I don't want to draw more valuable cards that we want to play. This is actually a good starting hand. So let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to use this as a double resource so we can play suit up. It's a 2-cost event. It says Alter Ego action, so we won't use it in our Alter Ego. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally and an upgrade that can't be attached to the ally. Add them to your hand. So we're going to look through our deck here. We're going to get Moon Girl as our ally. And an upgrade that can be attached to her is going to be our Clarity of Purpose here. Clarity of Purpose says attach to a friendly character, which can include an ally, so we can add that card to our hand with the effect of suit up, because it can attach to Moon Girl. But we're not going to be attaching it to her. We're going to be using it as a resource here. So that's going to resolve this suit up here. Okay. Next, we're going to use this right here as 3 resources, because the Power Novice is a double resource when paying for a basic card. So Clarity Purpose is a mental, and we're going to have the 2 wilds from Power Novice be 2 more mental. So 3 mental resources here, so we can play Moon Girl. Moon Girl says play only if your identity has a champion or genius trait. We do have the genius trait here in our Alter Ego. After you play Moon Girl from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource used to pay for. We use 3. We're going to get 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got Nick Fury here and the Ingenuity. I think we definitely want to get both down. So let's go ahead and use this as, actually, let's save this, and I'll use Scientist. So we're going to use Scientist here to generate a mental resource. This would be 3 more resources here for a total of 4. So we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We're going to pick the one to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. We got Backflip and Maria Hill. I think we want to get the Ingenuity down and then just play Maria Hill. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to use this as 2 resources here, so we can play Ingenuity. It says play only if your identity has a genius trait. We do have the genius trait in our Alter Ego. We can exhaust Ingenuity in hero form or Alter Ego to generate a mental resource. This would be a 2nd resource here, so we can play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, each player draws a card. So let's get a card here. We got Aunt May, but we're not going to play her, we're just going to keep her in her hand. Let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. We're gonna have Spider-Man Peter Parker swing for 2 at the Goblin Thrall and put some damage on him. We're gonna have Maria Hill swing for 1, knock out the Goblin Thrall. Maria Hill takes a consequential damage. So we got rid of the guard minion. Moon Girl's gonna throw for 2 from the main scheme and clear that off. She'll take 2 consequential damage. And Nick Fury is gonna swing for 2 at Green Goblin, so that'll bring him from 18 down to 16. Nick will take a consequential damage, and that's gonna end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then we're going to keep Aunt May in our hand and draw back up to our hand size here of 5 in our hero form. All right. So it is Green Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger our Spider Sense Interrupt. When a villain initiates an attack against you, we can draw a card. We've got a suit up here. We're going to have Nick Fury defense attack. And then Green Goblin's hitting with a base of 2 and a boost card here of 0. So that would defeat Nick Fury. And Green Goblin's force response is after he attacks and damages you, which is our identity. He did not damage Spider-Man, so he's not going to add any threat on the main scheme or trigger that force response. Then in counter phase, we could dealt an encounter card, and we got a total of 3 here. First one is Under Fire. That's going to surge, and when reveal the top card in the counter deck. So the top card is Gang Up. The villain each minute engage with your attacks. So Green Goblin's going to attack us here. We're going to trigger Spider Sense, draw another card. And let's see, he's hitting with a base of 2. Let's have Maria Hill block this attack. This would be his boost card. A 1 plus 2 is going to be 3 damage. Knocks out Maria Hill. Then we're going to resolve the Surge keyword Under Fire. So we get another encounter card. We have Goblin Thrall with Guard. Next encounter card here is another Goblin Thrall with Guard. Last encounter card is Goblin Glider. Attach to enemy with the highest percentage attack, which is going to be Green Goblin. And then he has just +1 attack. As a hero action, we can spend 2 energy resources to discard this card. And it's going to be back to our turn. All right. So, we can't play Spider-Man Hobie Brown right now because we do not have the Web War trait. We could get the Quinn Carrier down. And then we could actually do a suit up here and just flip down. I think I want to do that. Let's go ahead and use this as 3 resources when paying for a basic because our Power Novice is a double. So we can play our Quinn Carrier, which says play only if your enemy has the Avenger trait, which we do have in our hero form right here. And then let's see if we and then the Quinn Carrier, we can exhaustively generate a wild resource in Alter Ego or in hero form. Then we just knock out a Thrall here. So we're gonna have Peter Parker Spider-Man swing for 2 at this Goblin Thrall minion. Then we're gonna have Moon Girl swing for 2. Let's knock out this Thrall. Then Moon Girl is gonna take 2 consequential damage. She gets knocked out. Then we're gonna flip down here to Alter Ego, and then we're gonna use a double resource here, so we can play Suit Up. Alter Ego action, search your deck and discard pile for an ally and upgrade that can be attached to ally. Adds your hand. Our discard pile here, Moon Girl, and upgrade can be attached here is going to be our Clarity of Purpose, also in the discard. And that's going to resolve the Suit Up. Then we can use Scientist to generate a mental resource. Clarity of Purpose is another mental resource. And Engineer is a 3rd mental resource. So we can play Moon Girl back down again. We have the Genius trait, so we can play her. We're drawing 3 cards because we use 3 mentals. 1, 2, 3. Okay. If we get down the Web of Life and Destiny, we won't be able to play Hobie here, unfortunately. I think we just go for that, though, because we have nothing else to really play. So let's exhaust the Quinn Carrier to generate a resource. This would be 2 more for a total of 3, so we can play the Web of Life and Destiny here. So now we have a Web War card in play. Then, should we go ahead and just get kind of like Hobie? No, we still have some Web Wars left in our deck. Let's use Hobie as a resource to play Aunt May, so we have her down. And then we're going to have Moon Girl swing for 2 at the Goblin Thrall. Yeah, we just put some damage on him. I think it's okay if the main scheme flips. Moon Girl would take 2 consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. We're going to ready back up. And then draw back up to our hand size here of 6. Okay, we got Ghost Spider, who we can play now because we do have a Web War card in the Web Life Destiny. All the basic Web War cards say play only if you control Web War cards, so we need to have a Web Warrior card in play to play Ghost Spider and Spider-Man Hobie Brown. Okay, so Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main scheme, goes up to 2. He's scheme with a base of 2 plus a boost card here. Boost effect, put the Goblin Soldier into play, engage with you. So he just schemed for 2. This will go up to 4. Then both these minions scheme for 1, 2. So this is going to go up to 6 here. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is Hysteria. Attach a Green Goblin. Whenever he schemes or attacks, give him 1 additional boost card for the activation. We can spend 2 mental resources as a hero action to discard this card. So he gets that hysteria there. All right, and it's back to our turn. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We want to, I think we're okay getting out Black Cat here. She might mill us the War of the Great Web, but that's okay. We don't necessarily need it right now. Let's see. Let's check our discard pile here. We lost one of our swinging web kicks. We got one more left. Okay, so let's go ahead and use Scientist to generate a mental resource. This would be a second resource here, so we can play Black Cat. She says, after you play her, discard top 2 cards of your deck and add each card with a printed mental resource to your hand. So we did lose the War of the Great Web, but we get the wrapper sponsor because it does have a mental resource. So we add that to our hand. And then I think we definitely want to get that out. Can I play everything and also get rid of this? No, we can't get rid of that right now, but we can play everything. I think that will be the better play. So let's use 3 resources here so I can play Ghost Spider. And we do have a Web Word card in the Web of Live Destiny, so we can play Ghost Spider. Then we're going to exhaust Ingenuity and Queen Care to generate 2 resources, so we can play Wrap Response as a 2-cost upgrade. Max weapon player, hero response after an ally controls defeated, we can discard Wrap Response and put the ally into play from discard pile and deal damage to it. Let's flip over here to hero form. Black Cat's going to swing for 1 and knock out this Goblin Thrall here because he has guard. Black Cat does not take consequential damage for attack activations. We are going to, I can't use a hero action right now. Let's have Spider-Man. Should we? We got a thwart. Moongirl's going to thwart for 2 from the main and drop this down to 4. She'll take 2 consequential damage. She gets knocked out. And then, I feel like we can actually gun it here because we have Ghost Spider. So Spider-Man's going to swing for 2 at Green Goblin because the Goblin Soldier does not have guard. That'll bring from 16 down to 14. Ghost Spider's going to swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring from 14 down to 12. And then she'll take a consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here, 5. We have no more backflips, unfortunately. We did get the web shooters with Hobie. Oh, auto, I mean. Okay, so it's Green Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main scheme. It goes up to 5. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger Spire Sense and draw a card here. Got a swinging web kick. We are going to... We take damage. We have to put threat on the main scheme. I'm okay if it goes up to 6, though, is the thing. How much damage do you want to take? Oh, wait a minute. We got Professor X left in the deck because I don't think I've seen him yet. Yeah, so we can get a Confuse on him, and he can do some big thwarting. He does get 2 boost cards, though, because of Hysteria. So when he attacks or schemes, he gets 2 boost cards. So let's give him the 2 boost cards here. We're going to defend it. We're going to have Black Cat defense attack. This would be Green Goblin's boost cards. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Knocks out Black Cat. Yeah, I think that was better than blocking ourselves. He doesn't do damage to us, so the force response doesn't trigger. The Goblin Soldier is going to hit us for 1. That'll bring us from 10 down to 9. Then we get a face down encounter card. And then we reveal it, which is Death from Above. In hero form, Green Goblin attacks with plus X attack, where X equal to the villain's stage number. So he's going to attack us here with plus 2. So he's going to, because he's on stage 2, so it's going to be 4, 5 base, 2 boost cards because of the Hysteria here. And we Spider Sense, so we can draw a card. We got X. We're going to be taking a lot of damage. I think I need Ghost Spider block here, unfortunately. I really, really want to keep her in play. Do we just take this damage? Let me see. He's hitting with plus 2, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we defend for 3, he gets 2 boost cards, whether they're both 3 boosters. Then he could do a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He could do 11. If we defend for 3, we want to take 8. So we're going to live for sure, actually. That makes me tempted to defend it. Yeah, let's defend it. Oh, wait a minute. We have enhanced Spire Sense. Okay, hold up. Oh, man, it's too late because I used the Spire Sense to draw a card already, so we knew what was coming up. So I should have just canceled the Treachery card with enhanced Spire Sense, but I didn't see it. Okay, let's defend. Let's see what the damage is here. It's going to be put the Goblin Soldier in play, engage with you, and then it's just going to be 3 boosts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Death from Above. 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. We're defending for 3, so we take 5. That brings us from 9 down to 4. Okay, and then that's gonna end Green Goblin's turn. Oh man, the enhanced Spire Sense is here. Completely forgot about it. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We want to play a swing web kick, get it back into the deck right away. And we want to go for the kill really, really soon here because Ghost Spider can rapid response us. So the moment that we deck out, we should be good to go. I think I saved the enhanced Spire Senses here. We're going to exhaust Ingenuity to generate 1 resource. This would be a double, so we can play our swing web kick. Here, action attack, deal 8 damage to enemy. We're going to hit Green Goblin for 8. So that'll bring it from 12 down to 4. Okay, because these guys don't have guard, so we can attack them directly. And then I could also play Professor X and try to flip down here. Is that the safer play? Might be the safer play. And then we won't need enhanced Spartans if we flip down. And May can heal us for a lot. If he pops this, I think I'm okay. Yeah, let's actually... Well, he won't pop it. We're going to confuse him here. So let's go ahead... I think we get down Hobie first. Yeah, let's use the Quinn character to generate a resource. So we can play our web shooters here. So the web shooters will come in here with 3 web counters. Yeah, I'm okay decking out right now with these cards in my hand. Then we can exhaust the web shooters to generate a wild resource. This would be a second resource here. So we can play Spider-Man Auto Octavius. Play only you control web word card. We have web word cards right here. After you play him from your hand, ready and upgrade your control, let's write up our web shooters. And it says if that upgrade has a tech trait, which it does, you can draw a card. So we got the Avengers Mansion. We deck out, so we get a face down encounter card here. Then let's shuffle up our discard pile back into the deck. So we are actually ready for the kill, I think, next turn. We're just going to flip down here, recover a little bit, do some thwarting, and then I think we should be good to go. Okay, so we decked out, shuffled up our deck, and then I think we just play Professor X here. We could, if I use 2 resources, no, yeah, we can't get rid of the Hysteria, so we just play Professor X. I'm going to do an alter ego though, so I can save the web shooters because I can use scientists in my alter ego. So let's go ahead and flip down here to alter. We're going to exhaust Aunt May to heal us by 4. That'll bring us from 4 back up to 8. So we're nice and healthy again. And then we're going to use scientists to generate a mental resource. This will be 2 more resources here, so we can play Professor X. Whenever he enters play, we can choose one. Let's pick the one to confuse the villain. And Venom Goblin does not have steady, so he's confused here. Or not Venom Goblin, Green Goblin. 2 use of Venom Goblin. Professor X will thwart for 3 from the main scheme. Drop this guy down to 2. And then he will take a consequential damage. We're going to have Auto Octavius thwart for 1 from the main. Let's drop down to 1. He'll take a consequential damage. And then Ghost Spider is going to swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring from 4 down to 2. And then that is going to end our turn. Let's ready up. Oh, and she'll take a consequential damage. Forgot to give her that. So we're going to ready up all our cards. And then we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 6. We got a swing web kick here. Okay, so we have kill because of Ghost Spider. Yeah, all right, let's see what happens. So Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's going to scheme because we're in Ultra, but he's confused, so the activation won't go off. Both these guys will scheme for 1 each, so they're going to add 2 threats to the main scheme. It goes from 2 up to 4. Actually, oh, wait a minute. Green Goblin dealt damage to us last turn. So whenever we defended, so as a force response after he attacks and damages you, place 1 threat on the main scheme. The main scheme should have 1 additional threat here because I missed that. And I believe that I remember seeing that it was at 5 and it would have went up to 6. So I think we're okay. Is there a way for us to calculate that real quick right now? So, okay, it was at 4, at 2. Yeah, Professor X thwarted it from 5 to drop it down to 2. Yeah, so, yeah, before everything happened, this was at 5 threat. And whenever he attacked it should have went up to 6. Then when Professor X thwarts, it drops down to 3. Yeah, it drops down to 3. And then both these guys scheme here. Wait a minute, did I add the initial threat for the main scheme? If it was at 6, Professor X thwarts it. It should be down at 3. We add 1 threat, then both these guys scheme. It should be at 6 here, I think, actually. Am I miss? Well, I will check this back and make sure that's correct. But yeah, I believe this should be at 6. Okay, so these guys schemed. And then we encounter phase, we get a face on encounter card. We have a total of 2. First one here is Wicked Ambitions. Discard X cards from the encounter deck where X equals to double the villain's stage number. So he's on stage number 2. So we're going to discard 4 cards here, right? Yeah, and then whenever a goblin minion is discarded, choose either take 3 damage or put the minion in play engage with you. So we're going to discard 4 cards here. 1, 2, 3. Goblin minion. We're going to take 3 damage so we don't put it in play engage with us. So we drop from 8 down to 5, and we have 1 more card here. Okay, not a goblin minion. Okay. And then our last encounter card is going to be advanced. So Green Goblin is going to scheme here. He gets 2 boost cards because of the Hysteria. And he's scheming with a base of 2, 4, 5, 6. That will advance the main scheme here. So take off all the threat. It's going to advance to stage. Oh wait, this has a one complete effect. In play order, each player not engaged with a Goblin minion must discard 3 cards from counter deck and put the first minion. Okay, so we are engaged with Goblin minions, so we don't have to do anything with that. It's going to advance to stage 2A. When reviewed, advance to stage 2B. Okay, and this starts off with 4 threat plus X per turn, and X equal to the number of Goblin enemies in play, including the Green Goblin. So it's going to add 3 per turn here. Okay, then it's back to our turn. At the end of the round, if Professor X is in play, he gets discarded. All right, so let's exhaust anime. We're going to heal by 4. I'll bring us from 5 up to 9. And do I have anything to use Scientist with here? I mean, I might as well Scientist to get down the web shooters, or even Clarity of Purpose. Can we? Yeah, let's get down to web shooters. So we're going to use Scientist to generate a mental resource so it can play our web shooters here, which will come in with 3 web counters. Okay. And then, yeah, we got tons of resources. I think we should be fine. Let's go ahead and flip over here to hero form. All right, then we're going to have, let's do this way. We're going to have Peter do it. So Spiderman's going to swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 2 down to 0 and flip him over to his 3rd and final stage here. He says, when reviewed, do 3 face down encounter cards each player. So we get 3 face down encounter cards just like Venom Goblin. They don't get review now. They get review whenever we review encounter cards during the villain's phase. Okay, so we got the encounter cards. Then we set his hit points here to 20. All right, and then after he attacks the damage, he plays 2 threat on the main scheme, so it's a little bit more rough now. All right, so this is our hand. We're gonna have Ghost Spider swing for 2 at a Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 20 down to 18. She's gonna take consequential damage and get defeated here. She doesn't interrupt. Whenever she leaves play, search your deck and discard pile for an search your deck. I mean, only the deck, not the discard pile, for an identity-specific event. It adds to your hand as an interrupt, so it's gonna happen right now. We're going to search for the swing web kick, add it to our hand as an event. Then we're going to shuffle up our deck, and then we're going to trigger the Web of Life and Destiny here, which says after Web War ally leaves play, like Ghost Spider, we can choose a player, draw a card. Let's draw a card for ourselves right here. And then we're going to trigger our Wrap Response. So after an ally you control is defeated, discard Wrap Response, put that ally into play from your discard pile, and deal 1 damage to it. So Ghost Spider is going to take a damage here. All right. Then we're going to exhaust our web shooters to generate a wall resource so we can play our Clarity Purpose. So 1 cost upgrade attached to friendly character. Let's give it to Ghost Spider. And then we can exhaust this card and do 1 damage to attached character to generate a wild resource. So let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to exhaust this, do a damage to Ghost Spider, and then generate a wild resource here. And then this would be 2 more resources so it can play a swinging web kick. And we're going to do 8 damage here to Green Goblin because we can ignore these guys because they don't have guard. That'll bring from 18 down to 10. All right. Then we're going to have Spider-Man Otto Octavius swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 10 down to 8. He's going to take consequential damage, getting knocked out. Trigger the Web of Life Destiny, we can draw a card. And then Ghost Spider here is going to swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 8 down to 6. She's going to take consequential damage, and now she's defeated again with her 3 hit points. When she leaves play, she can trigger her Interrupt again. We're going to search through our deck here for an identity-specific event. Let's get the other swing web kick. Add to her hand. Then we're going to shuffle up our deck, and we can trigger the effect of the Web of Life Destiny because the Web War ally left play. So we can draw another card here. We got a Strength. Let's see. What can we do here? We can play both swinging web kicks. But we can also get out Nick Fury here. So let's actually just do that just for fun. So we're going to exhaust the Quincare and Ingenuity to generate 2 resources here. This would be a double. for a total of 4. So we can play Nick Fury. When he enters play, choose one. We pick the one to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. Then Nick Fury is going to swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring it from 6 down to 4. Then we're going to use 3 resources right here. So we can play another swinging web kick and do another 8 damage to Green Goblin. And then we're going to use this as 3 more resources to play a third and final swing web kick and do another 8 damage to Green Goblin. So he's at 4. That will bring him down to 0. And yeah, that was a... Oh, Nick should have taken a consequence damage. That was a super fun and quick game of Green Goblin on expert mode with the Villain Theory recommended modular sets. And unfortunately, they actually didn't come up, which is a little bit unfortunate. So, and Clarity Purpose should have gotten this card with Ghost Spider. So I think here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to do a double header here. Let's play another game. I think that was pretty short. Let's try to get the Goblin Gear or the Sinister 6 in play, because this is kind of just a regular game of Green Goblin here. What did he have? Oh, he had the Advanced Gallery coming up, so that would have been cool to see. Yeah, let's try it again. We're just going to reset everything. And we're going to try this one more time. And I might have messed with this game anyways. I'll have to look back to see that main scheme thing, because I forgot to put the threat that he was supposed to give us whenever he dealt damage to us. Shuffle all this stuff back up. Let's get our everything from our deck back up as well. And the 3 swinging web kicks. Alright, and then I think what we need to do, we need to reset everything with the main scheme too, right? In the Green Goblin stage. Alright, we're going to reset that. Take both these guys, because he is on stage 1B and stage 2 for expert mode with 18 hit points. We got 10 hit points. We get, with the main scheme setup, a Goblin Thrall minion. So let's get this guy back. And then we're going to shuffle the encounter deck and then advance the main scheme to stage 1B. So let's see what we can get this time. Alright. Alright. We're in Alter Ego, starting the game as Peter Parker. Main scheme starting off with 2 threat. Venom Goblin has his 1 rebuild again, due 2 encounter cards to each player, so we get 2 encounter cards here. Alright, hopefully there's some Goblin Gear or some Sinister 6 minions here from the Sinister Assault Modular set. Alright, and then we're going to draw up to our hand size here of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, let's see what we got. We got the suit up, we got Ingenuity, we got a double, we got Maria Hill. We don't need Ghost Spider Swing Web Kick, but once again, I kind of like them just as resources here, because they can be the mental. So we're actually just going to keep his hand again. Okay, so let's start the game. We're going to use a double resource here, so we can play Suit Up. As an Alter Ego action, search your deck and discard pile for an ally. Let's get Moon Girl. An upgrade can be attached to ally. We're going to get the Clarity of Purpose here. And we add to our hand with the effect of the Suit Up. Where's Clarity of Purpose? Is it already in our hand? No, right there. Okay, cool. So we add those cards to our hand with the effect of Suit Up, and then shuffle up our deck. That's going to resolve the Suit Up. Now we can use Scientist to generate a mental resource. And this would be 2 more mental resources here for a total of 3. So we can play Moon Girl. Play only if your deck has a Genius Trait. We have the Genius Trait in Alter Ego. After you play from your hand, draw 1 card for each mental resource used to pay for. We use 3. We're going to get 3 cards. This time we got Mansion. Let's get out Maria Hill first, I think. We play Maria Hill, we can draw a card, and then we can Ingenuity, I guess, into Aunt May. That'll probably be the best play. Actually, well, if I'm making on not playing the Mansion, well, we could play the Mansion if I wanted to. I don't think we need that long game against Green Goblin here, so let's just go ahead and use 2 resources here. Wait, we're using Mansion, I mean. 2 resources here, so we can play Maria Hill. When she enters play, draw a card, so we get another card here. And then we're going to use Then we get Aunt May just in case. Actually, wait, this game though, we have the backflip still in our deck. Because the last game we didn't have the backflips. So I don't think we need Aunt May this time. Let's get the web shooters. This would be 2 resources here. So we can play Ingenuity. Play only if your dice has a Jane Share. We do have the trait in Alter Ego. We can exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental resource to play our web shooters here, which will come here with 3 web counters. Then we're going to flip over here to hero form. Spider-Man is going to swing for 2 at the Goblin Thrall. And then Maria Hill swings for 1, so total 3 damage, knocks out the Thrall. Maria Hill takes a consequential damage. Moon Girl is going to throw for 2 from the main scheme, clear it off. She'll take 2 consequential damage. And that's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And we're going to draw back up to our hand size here of 5. Hopefully getting a backflip. Okay, no backflip, we got Nick Fury. Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main scheme. He's going to attack us when triggers Spire Sense. When a villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. I'll swing Web Kick. If I defend the attack, he will probably do damage to us and place it there in the main scheme. Let's just remember to do that, and I will defend here. So we're going to defend for 3. He's hitting with a base of 2, plus a boost card here of 3. So it's going to do 5 damage, and we defend for 3, so we take 2. That brings from 10 down to 8. Then since Green Goblin dealt damage to you, to Spider-Man, we place 1 threat on the main scheme. We got to remember to do that. In counter phase, we get dealt a phase time counter card, a total of 3 here. First one is Shout the Past. We don't have a cancel, right? We don't. So review your Nemesis set. Vulture comes into play. Our Nemesis side scheme, Highway Robbery. And then we shuffle these 3 Nemesis cards into the encounter deck. Alright, so maybe I should have kept Aunt May here. Because we're going to drop down to 5 life. Alright, yeah, let's see what happens. I'm playing a little bit too dangerously now. Vulture's going to hit us for 3. That'll bring us from 8 down to 5. Because he has Quick Strike. Highway Robbery comes in with 3 threat. When this card's revealed, we randomly place a card in our hand face down here. So let's shuffle up our hand. And we're going to lose a card. Alright. Oops, I don't get a look at it, so just discard. Alright. And then next encounter card. Vulture. Okay, what happens here? He can't enter play because there's another Vulture. What are the odds of that? So after Vulture, I can this card, 1 random card. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. This one has Quick Strike. I believe that he can't enter play, so he gets discarded. And I'm not sure we're supposed to surge this, but let's just surge it because we should have gotten an encounter card there. So we're going to get another encounter card instead, which is the Vulture's Plans. Yikes. Okay, discard 1 card from at random from each player's hand. Puts 1 threat on the main scheme for each different resource type discard this way. So let's just discard the top card here because we're shuffled. And we have Mental here, so we place a threat on the main scheme. Goes up to 3. And our last encounter card. Can we still play Nick Fury? Do we have him? Overrun. When defeated, so it has a when defeated effect, coming in 1 threat. So when we defeat it, we must discard 2 cards from the counter deck and put each Goblin minion they discard this way into play, engage with them. Alright, our turn. Let's see if we got Nick. Oh, we do have Nick here. So I could play him and Spider Tracer up the Vulture. So let's use Ingenuity, generate resource. Web Shooters here, generate another resource. This would be 2 more for a total of 4, so we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We pick the one to draw 3 cards. So 1, 2, 3. I've got the resources here. Let's use this as a resource so we can play our web shooters here. Coming in with 3 web counters again. And then we can exhaust the web shooters to generate a resource. So we can play our Spider Tracer and attach the minion we give to the Vulture. When he's defeated, we can remove 3 threat from the scheme. I think I want to take it off of here. Yeah, let's have Moon Girl swing for 2 at Vulture. I don't know what that card is. She'll take consequential damage getting knocked out. And then Nick Fury is going to swing for 2 at the Vulture and defeat him. He'll take a consequential damage. When the Vulture is defeated, we're going to trigger our Spire Tracer here. Remove 3 threat from the scheme. Let's take it off of Highway Robbery. When the side scheme is defeated, it goes away, and then we get this card back to our hand. Oh, Ironheart. Okay. Yeah, we want to play her. Let's use a double resource here so we can play Ironheart. She's coming out of her sleeve. Whenever you play Ironheart from your hand, draw a card. Let's get another card here. Should be getting the backflips with this next draw, I believe. Ironheart could thwart this out. I don't know if I want to take minions right now because our life is low, and I threw away Aunt May, which is a pretty bad call, I think. Overrun's going to save 2 threat, though. We clear that. That's fine. Ironheart's going to thwart for 1 and clear off the side scheme here. When the side scheme is defeated, discard the top 2 cards in the counter deck and put each Goblin minion that is card into play, engage with them. So hopefully we don't get any Goblin minions. And we did not. And we got rid of remote navigation. Ironheart takes a consequential damage. That ends our turn. We're going to ready up here. Let's discard the webbed up. And we're going to draw back up to our hands as a 5. And I think, oh, we have Nick though. We don't need the backflip. That's fine. Okay, so Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main scheme. He attacks us. Spider Sense trigger so we can draw a card. Nick Fury defends. He's hitting with a base of 2 plus a boost card of 2. 4 damage, knocks out Nick Fury. And then he doesn't do damage to us, so we don't have to trigger that. And then in counter phase, we get a face down encounter card, which is Monster. When revealed, you are stunned. If you're already stunned, take 2 damage. So we just get stunned here. All right, it's back to our turn. Do we have a? We do have a swing web kick. So I could take him out. And then we could also play Professor X here. Yeah, why don't we just do that? We're going to have Spider-Man attack to remove our stun. Then, let me see, if I play X and swing web kick, I can save 1 card. We don't need the backflip because X is going to block for us. I think I want to save either Enhanced Spider Sense or Rapid Response. I really like Rapid Response for a Ghost Spider. We're going to save that, actually. Probably Enhanced Spider Sense is a safer play, but I'm playing risky here. I don't know why. 3 resources here, so we can play Swing Web Kick. Hero Action Attack, do 8 damage to enemy. We're going to knock out this monster here. Then we're going to exhaust Ingenuity for a resource, 2 web shooters for 2 more. It's going to be a total of 3 resources. So you can play Professor X. When you enter play, choose one, pick the one to confuse the villain. And the X will throw for 3 from the main and just clear this off. He'll take a consequential damage. And that's going to end our turn. We need to as a block for us, so we're not going to have them do anything. Ready up. And then draw back up to our hands as a 5, keeping the Rapid Response in our hand. We should be getting a suit up here. Oh, got the Word of the Great Web. No suit up. We may draw. We have 2 more copies of it left in the deck. So Green Goblin's turn, he's going to add 1 to the main. He's going to attack us. We trigger Spider Sense, draw a card. Come on. Ooh, what about Life and Destiny? Okay, X is going to block this. He's hitting with a base of 2 plus a boost card of 0. So 2 damage, knocks out Professor X. He doesn't do damage to us, so we don't trigger the force response. Then we get an encounter card, which is Sweeping Swoop, stun your hero. And if Vulture's in play, it gains Surge. Vulture's not in play, so we just get stunned. We're getting those Nemesis cards right away. It's back to our turn. No suit up, no point in flipping. We have the backflip here. Let's attack, remove our stun. Let's use Ingenuity, generate a resource to play War of the Great Web, attach a character with Spider inside. Let's get the Spider-Man. We now gain the Web Warrior trait, and when Web Warrior allies play, we get +1 attack at the end of the phase. And the Web of Life and Destiny says, ignore this card's resource cost if your identity has a Web Warrior trait, which we do have with the War of the Great Web, so we can play this card back down for free. And then when a Web Warrior allies play, we can draw a card. Next, we get down Rapid Response here. So let's use a double resource so we can play a Rapid Response. 2-cost upgrade. As a hero response, after an ally controls defeated, we discard Rapid Response, put the ally in play for a discard power, deal damage to it. And that's going to end our turn. We're not going to Thor do anything. So let's just ready back up. Draw back up to 5, keeping this right here, because I think I'm going to get a suit up. So we want to save the double here. We did not get the suit up. Let's see how many cards we got left in our deck. We got 4 cards, and there's 2 suit ups, so I feel like it should be soon. Okay, Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. Spider Sense. Okay, there's a suit up. Awesome. So we're going to take the attack because we have a backflip. This would be his boost card. 2 plus 3, 5 damage. And we drew a card with our Spider Sense ability, by the way. We're going to play a backflip. When you would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all the damage. So he's doing 5 to us, we can prevent all of it. So we don't take any damage. He doesn't do damage, so he doesn't put it there on the main scheme. Then we get a face down encounter card, which is Overconfidence. In hero form, he attacks you. If at least 3 damage is up with this activation, he gains Surge, or the card gains Surge. Then we cancel this. Yeah, let's exhaust the web shooters here. Do we use the web shooters? Yeah, let's exhaust the web shooters to generate a wild resource in hero form. So we can play Enhanced Spider Sense. When treachery card is revealed in counter deck, like the Overconfidence, we can cancel its one revealed effects and negate it. And that's going to end Green Goblin's turn, so it's back to us. Okay, so we actually just want to do a basic recovery here, because we don't have Aunt May. And then I want to play a suit up. We can get Moon Girl and immediately play her down. Yeah, let's flip over here to Alter Ego. We're going to exhaust to recover by 3. That'll bring us from 5 back up to 8. Then we're going to use... We use these 2. No, we can lose Maria Hill here. So Maria Hill is going to Thor for 2 from the main scheme. Drop this down to 1. She'll take consequential damage, get knocked out. because we want it back to a shuffle. How many cards? We got 3 cards left in the deck. So we play Moon Girl. We will deck out. Do we have another ally to play? Black Cat will mill out one of our suit ups. But we also have Quinn Carrier there, so she would get us a Quinn Carrier. Do I want that? We're in hero form, so we can't do anything with the Quinn Carrier if she gets it for us. I mean, I'm okay losing any other card if Black Cat mills it out after we deck out, right? Let me see, what do we have here? We can kind of guess what we have left in the deck. Did we get through? I think we got Ghost Spider turn 1. Yeah, we did. Let me count the allies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What is the ally that we're missing? We're missing 1 ally there. Is it a Web Warrior? Oh, Hobie Brown. Hobie's a physical. He'll get discarded. Nah, I want Hobie. We're not going to do Black Cat. So we're going to... Oh, I didn't use Scientist yet, right? Yeah, we did not. So we're going to use Scientist here to generate a mental resource. Then we're going to use our Spire Treasure as a second resource. Actually, let's use Black Cat as a second resource. So we can play our suit up. It's an alter ego action. Search your deck and discard pile for an ally, an upgrade that can be attached to ally. So we look through our discard here. We're going to get Moon Girl as our target ally. Upgrade that can be attached here is going to be our Clear Purpose. Add that to our hand. That's going to resolve the suit up, which we can play in our alter ego. Then we're going to use Ingenuity to generate. Actually, we're going to use this right here. So the power and obvious is a double when paying for a basic card. We have the wild to be mentals. Clear Purpose is another mental resource, total of 3. So we can play Moon Girl. We can play her because we have the Gene Trait and alter ego. We use 3 mentals, so we're drawing 3 cards. That decks us out. So we get a face down and counter card now. Then we're going to shuffle our discard pile back into the deck. Okay, we need to start laying down some damage on Green Goblin here. So this suit up can get us Moon Girl next turn, which means we just play Hobie here. So let's exhaust Ingenuity, generate a resource. This would be 2 more resources for a total of 3. So we can play Spider-Man Hobie Brown. We only play when we have a Web Warrior card. We are Web Warrior in Alter Ego thanks to Warrior Great Web, and we have the Web of Life Destiny. So he's going to enter play here. We're going to have Moon Girl and Hobie both attack for 1, 2, 3 on Green Goblin. That'll bring from 18 down to 15. Our first damage from this game. They will both take some consequential damage. That's going to end our turn. Let's ready back up. And then draw back up to 6, keeping the suit up in our hand so we can recur Moon Girl here. I got the power knobs, which is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main. He's going to scheme, but he's confused, so he won't activate. Then we get a face down counter card and counter face, total of 2 here. First encounter card is Goblin Nation, coming in with 2 threat, and each Goblin enemy gets +1 attack. So I don't really care about that, actually. Then we got Goblin Reinforcements here, coming with 2 threat. When reviewed, place 1 additional threat here for each Goblin minion in play. So there are none right here, but it's a hazard, so I do need to get rid of it. All right, it's back to our turn. Thing is, Moon Girl has more attack. We're going to play Marijo anyways, so let's go ahead and have Moon Girl swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring it from 15 down to 13. She'll take consequential damage, get defeated here. Then we're going to use Scientist. No, we're going to use this as 2 resources here. So we can play our suit up. Alter ego action, search your deck and discard pile. So the discard pile is going to be Moon Girl for an ally. Upgrade can be attached here. Clear Purpose, also in discard, add into your hand. And that resolves the suit that we can use in alter ego. So we haven't used Scientist now. Well, we're still not going to use it. We're going to use this again as 3 mental resources, and the power of an obvious is a double when paying for a basic. So 3 mentals to play Moon Girl back down. Drawing 3 cards because we use 3 mentals. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got our first swing web kick. So we definitely want to play it. Do I get Black Cat here? Ooh, her ability to ping off damage would be really nice. But I kind of want Marijo to thwart for us. So let's have Ironheart, because we only have 3 allies. So Ironheart's going to swing for 1 at Green Goblin. That'll bring from 13 down to 12. She'll take consequential damage, get knocked out here. All right, we play Maria Hill, I think. Or do we save the double? Let's, oh wait, we haven't used Scientist yet, right? Do we use Scientist for something? We didn't use Scientist to play Suit Up. We didn't use Scientist to play Moon Girl. I want to make sure we're not using Scientist twice here. Yeah, we use this for Moon Girl. For Suit Up, we use the Clarity of Purpose and Webbed Up, and we recurred it back. Yeah, okay. So now we're going to finally use that Scientist. This would be a second resource here. So we can play Maria Hill. Whenever she enters play, each player draws a card. So we can get a card draw here. We got Nick Fury. I guess we just save for next turn. We swing and web kick. Let's flip over here to hero form. Maria Hill's going to throw for 2 from Goblin Reinforcements. Clear it off. And then it's defeated, so we got rid of the hazard. Maria Hill takes 8 consequential damage. Spiderman's going to swing for 2 at the Green Goblin. That'll bring from 12 down to 10. Moon Girl is going to swing for 2. That'll bring from 10 down to 8. She'll take 2 consequential. And then Hobie's going to swing for 1. That'll bring from 8 down to 7. He'll take a consequential. Then we're going to, let's see, how do we use the swing web kick? We could use this. No, we might as well just use the genius here. Let's use Ingenuity to generate a resource. This would be a double, so we can play a swing web kick. Oh, wait. He's at 7. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. I guess we're not going to swing web kick. I didn't know we did so much damage already. All right. Because that's going to flip him. I don't want to flip him here. I want to finish his third stage in 1 turn. Because he's going to deal us 3 face down encounter cards. And then that's going to be rough. So let's end our turn. We're going to ready back up here. I think Hobie can knock himself out here. I think we just save this. Let's discard Black Cat and keep these cards in our hand. So drawing back up to 5. 2 more cards here. Okay, so Green Goblin's turn. He's going to add 1 to the main. Goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. So our Spy Sense will trigger. We can draw a card. We're going to take the attack because we have a backflip here. So same with a base of 2 plus a boost card of 2. 4 damage. We're going to play a backflip. When you take an amount of damage from an attack, prevent all the damage, so we're jumping out of the way. In counterplace, we get an encounter card. A Goblin Soldier here, he does not have guard. When he's defeated, we do 1 damage to engaged player. We didn't defeat them last game at all. We just let them play. I think we're going to do that again this game. All right, so it is back to our turn. Let's have Hobie kill himself. So Hobie is going to swing for 1 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 7 down to 6. Hobie will take a consequential damage, get knocked out. He doesn't interrupt. Whenever he leaves play, discard top 3 cards in the encounter deck. Deal damage to the villain equal to the number of boost icons discarded this way. So 3 cards here. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, he's still fine. Okay, so it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boost icons, 1 star, but it stars in count. So 5 damage heading on a Green Goblin. That'll bring from 6 down to 1. All right. Do we pop him here or flip him? I mean, we could, but let's see. We're going to use 4 resources here. Yeah, 4 resources. Actually, do we want to save the suit? Let's save the suit just in case. We're going to exhaust Ingenuity, generate a mental. Oh, I forgot. The Web of Life does it here. Says after Web Warrior Alley's play, like Spiderman, Hobie Brown, we can now draw a card. So let's get a card draw first. And with the Warrior Great Web, Spiderman gets +1 attack. So we now have 3 attack. Now let's play Nick. So we're going to use 4 resources here. So we can play Nick Fury. When Nick Fury enters play, choose one. We'll pick the one to draw 3. So 1, 2, 3. We got a swing web kick there. We may have had the kill. Let me see. We recur Moon Girl. She doesn't do anything for us. If Nick Fury dies, we can get him back. So if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, okay, she'll flip him. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can do 15 here. Not enough. We need another swing web kick. Play SPDR. Yeah, we don't really do anything here, actually. We could just wrap response Nick, I guess. So let's use SPDR as a resource to put down a web shooter. So we have 2. And we're just going to discard everything other than swing web kick and the double. So this is coming here with 3 web counters. And then we're going to, let's see, should we just knock out the Goblin Soldier? Well, that would have been great if I didn't discard SPDR. So we're going to have Nick Fury, floor for 2. Let's clear out Goblin Nation. So the Goblins don't have +1 attack here. Because we're going to be taking the attack from the Goblin Soldier. He'll take consequential damage. Spider-Man will thwart for 1, I guess. The main, drop down to 3. And yeah, we don't really got anything to do. Let's end our turn here. We're going to ready back up. And we're just waiting for either Ghost Spider or Swing Web. Okay, let's discard the suit up. Draw back up to 5 here. I probably should have kept SPDR. Okay, oh, we got Swing Web. Okay, so we have kill if we just survive this round. So the Green Goblin's turn is going to add 1 to the main, goes up to 3. He's going to attack us. We're going to trigger Spire Sense, draw a card, have Nick Fury block. Same with the base of 2, plus a boost card here of 2, 4 damage. Knocks out Nick. Then this guy's going to hit us for 1. We're going to take a drop from 8 down to 7. And counter card, come on, last in counter card. Please be Sinister Assault. Okay, we finally got a Goblin gear though. Attach to a villain, Incendiary Bombs. It comes in here with 2 bomb counters. And it's a force response. After the villain attacks you, remove a bomb counter from here and take 2 indirect damage. So we finally got a card from the modular sets that Villain Theory recommended that we add in play. And yeah, but we're gonna kill him here. So let's use. Ooh, no, I want to get the ready with auto though. That's fine. We're gonna use the web shoes here to generate a resource. This would be a second resource here. So we can play Spider-Man Auto Octavius. After you play him from your hand, right and upgrade your control and right at the web shears here. If it has a texture, which it does, we can draw a card. So let's get a card draw. Got Professor X. No point playing him. Okay, Marijo's going to swing for 1 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 1 down to 0. And I'll flip him over to his third and final stage here, where he's going to have 20 life. And then one of you do 3 face-on counter cards to each player, so we get those 3 encounter cards back down again. All right. And then we set up his life. Yeah, okay. Marijo takes consequential damage. She gets knocked out. All right. Then we're going to have Moon Girl swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 20 down to 18. And we can just ignore this guy because he does not have guard. She'll take consequential, get knocked out. Then we're going to have Auto Octavius swing for 2 at Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 18 down to 16. He would take 2 consequential damage. He only has 2 life, so he gets defeated here. Then with the effect of Web of Life and Destiny, we can draw a card because the Web we're out of play. And then with our Warrior Great Web, we get +1 attack because the Web we're out of play. We're actually going to rapid response him here because we can't kill off Ghost Spider. So when an ally you control is defeated, we discard rapid response, put the ally back into play, and deal damage to it. Then we're going to have Auto swing for 2 at Green Goblin again. That'll bring him from 16 down to 14. He'll take 2 consequential damage, get knocked out. Trigger the Web of Life Destiny again. We draw another card. And then with the effect of the Warrior Great Web, we get another +1 attack. So Spider-Man now has 4 attack. We're going to just swing for 4 at Green Goblin. That'll bring from 14 down to 10. And then, let's see, we do that. Oh yeah, okay, we might as well just play Ghost Spider because we can. So this would be 3 resources when paying for a basic card because the Power Novice is a double. So we can play Ghost Spider. We only play we have Web War cards. We do right here. And Spider-Man's a Web War with the War of the Great Web. She's going to swing for 2. Bring Green Goblin from 10 down to 8. She'll take a consequential damage. Then we're going to use this as 3 resources. So we can play a Swing Web Kick and do 8 damage to Green Goblin. That'll bring him from 8 down to 0. And then we're gonna beat him up more because Peter doesn't like him. We're gonna exhaust Ingenuity and both web shooters here to generate 3 more resources. So we can play a second Swing Web Kick and do another 8 damage to Green Goblin. Just overkill him a little bit because Peter Parker's angry that we didn't get more Goblin Gear stuff. So yeah, that is it for this gameplay. I hope you guys enjoyed this short little double header. And please go check out our Shadow of the Cast episode with Villain Theory and Nelson. And please go subscribe to both their channels. I'm going to put links on their channels in the description here. I mean, I'm sure you guys, if you guys are watching me, you guys are probably already familiar with them and already subscribed to them. But if for whatever reason you guys aren't, please go subscribe. Their links will be in the description. They have awesome, Nelson does awesome gameplay videos. And he does a lot of like deck tech stuff. Villain Theory has awesome analysis videos. And he'll talk a lot about deck building and stuff like that too. So definitely check out those guys. They're awesome Marvel Champions content creators. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one.